plays Dr. Bennett Omalu, Nigerian-born Pittsburgh pathologist who discovers CTE in the brains of deceased football players. Good to have Will Smith back. It seems like it was just moments ago when we had you on the show, Will. So thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, no, this is it was just really strange. I had 5 bars until we said NFL. I'm just saying.
Did your son play football?
Yes, my oldest son played at Oaks Christian in the greater Los Angeles area out there. Super, football powerhouse. He played with Joe Montana's son and with Wayne Gretzky's son. They were all there the same years.
But knowing what you know now after this movie, would you have let your son play?
That's a really it's a tough question. It's when you see a kid who loves something and begins to grow and is making friends and learning life lessons and all. It's a really complicated circumstance and difficult question, So as I think about it, I know I would just have him be informed. More than anything, you have to have the information to make a good decision for your life, and that's sort of what the film centers on, and sort of the mission is for people to just have the information to be able to make the decision. I don't know for certain what I would have done, with this information.
Could this film change the sport?
I think it will have to. It was one of those things that the science is so obvious and irrefutable. I think that it will change where it has to, and that's going to be with the player's comprehension. It's going to be in the way you have to play the game. I don't think that it's a situation of rules where of course there's going to have to be rule changes. It doesn't seem to be an equipment issue as much as it is an information and a knowledge issue for the players to comprehend what's actually happening with repeated head blows.
When you're viewed as a comedian or somebody who's able to embrace, do you like the challenge that you're playing somebody very serious in a very serious movie about a very serious topic as opposed to something lighthearted? Right. That change or that challenge, how much does that attract you to the role?
That's a huge part of it. The artistic part of it, it starts with, can I relate to the guy? What is it about the person that I connect to? And when I met Dr. Omalu, one of the first things he said to me was that as a little boy growing up in Nigeria, America was the place that he felt God sent all of his favorite people. So I was, exactly. So I was, I'm looking at him and I started to see the beauty of what this country is from an immigrant's eyes. And I got really inspired, and I started, thinking about what the beauty of this place is and what we have. And it dawned on me that America is the only place that Will Smith could exist. Like no other country on the planet would produce and sustain what I do and allow me to have the life I have. So that was sort of a powerful connective tissue with the character for this film. And then once I determined that, then you start to build out around the character's central want in that way. But it's definitely fun to stretch and to and accent and the different life experience and different points of view and all of that. As I think this is one of the greatest stretches I've ever made as an actor, and I'm looking forward to expanding my skills to be able to go even farther.
But did the Dr. Omalu in you go home?
Yeah, there's always that there's a part of every character that sticks with you. And I stopped doing the method acting. I messed around with that for a little while, where you live as a character for weeks and weeks at a time, and
which one
that can make you crazy.
Which one did your wife like having come home? Which character?
Oh, that was Ali for sure. Yeah, she
Were you the champ at home?
I was the champ at home. Yeah, she liked when the champ came home.
Is that the best shape of your life?
Yeah, I usually walk around at about 200, and I was 225 for Ali, and in serious fighting shape. And there's something about fighting and sparring every day that creates an animal that. It can be, pleasurable for a wife at home during those times.
Did they have to chant when you came in? Did they have to say?
Yeah, no, that was, listen, when I walk through the door, the kids have to say, "The champ
is here." If you did Fresh Prince now, in today's world, how different would it be? Would you be doing it? Did you do it in Bel Air?
I'd be Uncle Phil. I'd be Uncle Will. So it would start with a role change. It's funny because my kids probably about a year and a half ago started watching the Fresh Prince. So they weren't born when it was on, so they had just started seeing the Fresh Prince, and it was interesting how relevant some of the topics and ideas and how timeless the collisions, the family collisions, and what was interesting about the Fresh Prince is it was. Class also was rich black people and poor black people, and with rich white people in Bel Air. So it was an interesting class discussion that went on through the episode. So it was it's very relevant still.
Who will have more wins this year? Your 76ers or your Eagles?
Oh, tragedy.
Sorry to bring you down there, champ.
That's terrible. Thanks. Now, and here I am trying to be kind and generous to you.
I think you need to buy the Sixers, Will.
Oh, man. Yeah, probably about 3 years ago, I went in with a group. So I'm currently a part owner of the 76ers, but we're rebuilding. We are a loving family, and we take our good times with our bad.
That's got to be tough to watch that, though. That's got to be tough.
Yeah. You know what? It's in my career, I've had those ups and downs and ins and outs. So I understand what it means to be subject to seasons. Sometimes it's just the winter. You're in the winter, nothing's going to grow. So you just have to accept that there's no leaves on the trees and it's cold outside, and you just have to know the spring is coming. You keep your head and stay steady, and the spring is always coming.
Great to talk to you. You were great in the movie. Got a chance to see it yesterday.
Thank you, man.
So good luck with that. Out Christmas Day, the movie's Concussion. Will, thanks for joining us. And
thank you very much, man.
All right, take care. Will Smith, Concussion hits theaters on Christmas Day.